straight white guy just like you, and I have no hate for other people. You wake up every day and hate people. How do you have energy for this?
You are made of stupid.
That's the dumbest thing you could have said. What are you, an idiot?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
When's one of you going to step forward with a pair of bollocks and give me some fucking honesty?
Go. The truth, go.
No one hates anyone. I'm a gay man and I don't want you people speaking for me, cutting up fucking children. At what age does a little girl have the right to a double mastectomy? You don't fucking speak for me. You straight liberals, you don't control shit.
He ain't lying.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
After the massive fallout with Bud Light, Alyssa, who was in charge of making the decision to actually partner with Dylan Mulvaney, was placed on a leave, aka fired, but she was placed on a leave because they don't want to publicly come out and fire a woman, obviously, because that will be very bad for their image when it comes to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now, with Alyssa, it has recently come out that she's actually basically being silent. She is incapable of being able to say anything regarding the drama with the Bud Light. We have an article here from Outkick that says Bud Light executive who oversaw Mulvaney disaster can't actually talk about it. So we're going to get into this article, guys. But of course, before we do, just consider giving this video a like so you can put us out into the YouTube algorithm, and consider subscribing because we're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers before the end of Pride Month so that we can shave off Ryan Roger Athay's beard. So that is the bet that I have going on with this gentleman. If you want to see his beard shaven, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and get us a 30K before Pride Month is over. So it says the woman believed to be behind Bud Light's decision to partner with transgender social media personality grifter Dylan Mulvaney reportedly can't talk about the fiasco. Is anybody surprised about that? Seriously, like Alyssa, obviously, I've said it before in many videos, she's in hiding, right? She's been quiet ever since she got put on leave. Even a little bit before she got put on leave, she was basically silenced, told to say nothing, essentially, and she's going to be radio silent for the rest of her career as long as she's with Bud Light. I don't think Alyssa's ever going to come out publicly and say anything ever again because Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch want people to believe that she is no longer with the company or at least no longer pulling the strings in any sort of way, but I guarantee you, she still is. It says Bud Light head of marketing Alyssa Heinerscheid made it her mission to combat Bud Light's fratty image and out-of-touch humor. This effectively caused a marketing nightmare that will be taught in business classes the world over until the sun explodes. I like that because you know what? It's true. It's true. This is the prime example of what not to do with your customer base. This is a prime example of what not to do with a misunderstanding, a basic misunderstanding of your customer base. Like, how could you not realize that by partnering with Dylan Mulvaney, right, that you were going to alienate a lot of your customers? If you guys are unaware of her video, I'm going to play a quick clip so you guys can get an idea of what happened for some of you who may be catching up on the story really fast, guys.
I'm a businesswoman. I had a really clear job to do when I took over Bud Light. And it was, this brand is in decline. It's been in decline for a really long time. And if we do not attract young drinkers to come and drink this brand, there will be no future for Bud Light. So
now, thanks to this person who decided to update the image of Bud Light, now you officially don't have a brand anymore, and Anheuser-Busch is forced to try to make up the loss in sales from Bud Light with their other brands. It says the embattled VP, who was on a leave of absence, aka fired, was spotted in New York, not far from her $8 million apartment near Central Park. This woman has an $8 million apartment in Central Park, all built on the backs of diversity, equity, and inclusion. This is the fakest job I've ever seen in my life, and yet she has very much real money to show for it. It says the Daily Mail reports that they approached Heinerscheid and asked her about claims that she did not know about the ill-fated Mulvaney campaign. She said nothing, but a friend she was with did. She's not supposed to talk about it. She can't, the friend said, per the Daily Mail. They didn't elaborate on whether Heinerscheid's silence was because of an NDA or something, or if Heinerscheid simply preferred not not to discuss her role in the fiasco. If an NDA is preventing her from talking about it, I'd be willing to bet no one has ever been happier to be under such an agreement. And listen, guys, I would not be shocked if Anheuser-Busch has told Alyssa to not say a single word. Why would they want to risk her speaking yet again? Look what happened last time she was allowed to freely speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, when she was allowed to freely speak, she destroyed the company 20 to 30% sales in the United States, and it's growing. It's growing. You're still losing money. I got another video coming out, I don't know if later today or maybe tomorrow, that's going to talk about how they're almost at $30 billion lost in market value. It is an absolute insane level of money, all because this woman decided to talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion. All about trying to get rid of the fratty image, the old school image. It's ridiculous. Never let this woman speak ever again when it comes to business. It says, even if she's allowed to talk about the situation, you have to assume Heinerscheid isn't going to jump at the chance to discuss how partnering with Mulvaney caused the company so much of a headache that they're giving away beer. Literally giving it away. If you guys missed my videos prior, they are literally selling packs of beer for $15 with a $15 QR code rebate, which makes the final cost $0. And guess what? It's still on the pallets. It's still on the shelves. They still can't sell it. We will not fall for this nonsense. It says the last time she spoke publicly was the interview in which she discussed her goals for the Bud Light brand. That just puts fuel on the fire. It lent credibility to the idea that the brand has steered into wokeness and put the consumer boycott into overdrive. What followed was a massive boycott of Bud Light that has hit both the brand and the parent company, Anheuser-Busch, very hard. Heinerscheid wasn't the only one to go on leave. Her boss, Daniel Blake, did the same. Yeah, because Daniel Blake is probably the one that signed off on this nonsense. Alyssa probably went to Daniel Blake and was like, hey, daddy, can I please make this diversity, equity, and inclusion post with Dylan Mulvaney? And he was like, sure, baby girl, no problem. You could do that. You go be your diverse and inclusive self. We love to see it here at Bud Light. And now you guys got royally fucked. Your sales are so down. It is just hilarious. I laugh every time I think about it. And I know you guys are taking so much solace in the fact that what you're doing is matters, right? Like, you are not, like, people are not boycotting Bud Light anymore. People have simply moved on from the brand. They have moved on from the beer. They've decided it's not worth it. And if you don't think we're worth it as customers, then there's no reason to continue. Like, let's just sever the relationship. And that's what happened. 20 to 30% of people severed the relationship, and it's only getting worse. I think the number is higher. And I think as time goes on, we're going to see the number continue to rise and rise. It says, given the circumstances, Alyssa has decided to take a leave of absence, which we support. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Daniel has also decided to take a leave of absence. Anheuser-Busch told the WSJ in April. I am so sure that you support her leave of absence. I'm almost guaranteeing you're probably even paying her to be silent. Just listen, Alyssa, go away. We don't need this anymore. Like, you are more valuable to us quiet. Just go. Bud Light is a complete mess right now. Worse yet, it was a completely avoidable mess. That's something other companies will surely learn from. All right, maybe not Target or the Dodgers or PetSmart. Yeah, it's getting bad out there, guys. As I said many times before, June, the month of June, Pride Month, this is the month where the bigot army is going to grow massively. This is the month where we're going to surpass the 30K mark. This is the month where we are going to come together and say, screw these companies. Let's build up the content on this channel. Let's keep talking about the situations. Let's keep embarrassing them, because the one thing these companies care about more than their ESG scores is their public image. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.